Hello guys, I just got bored and I had the urge to film whatever, anything, so I decided to loosen my hair on camera. As you all can see now, it's really tacky, like it's bad, and my hair is very due, so I decided to take this out of my head so that I can have peace. Yeah, so we're going to be doing this while we talk about the situations that has happened in Nigeria these past weeks. I'm going to be giving some of my opinions, things that I feel, things that I think that happened that shouldn't have happened in my opinion. Everybody has their opinion, everybody has their own thoughts, everybody has the right to think whatever they want to think about, but this is how I feel. So I carried this hair for about 3 weeks plus, almost 4 weeks. I usually know how to carry my hair a little bit longer, but this hair, from the first week, this hair was already bad. From the first week, I was just trying to see, okay, let me just stretch it out, and I have tried. My hair is not so long anyway, but we're just going to cut it out from here and talk. I know this is not my usual setting, but then this is not the usual content, so please bear with me. This is just, I just decided to film this at the spur of the moment, and just talk about how I feel about all the happenings that has been going on in Nigeria. Yeah, so that's just basically it. So we're cutting this out now. Okay, so first things first, I would like to know, how are you? Like, how are you generally? How are you all feeling? Let me tell you how I'm feeling. Guys, these past weeks have been nothing but like, I don't know what word to use. Like, words fail me. These past weeks have been exhausting. I am tired. I am afraid. I am scared. I am down. I'm hot. Like, I don't know. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. But yeah, that's how I feel. I sometimes get jumpy. I sometimes get jumpy a whole lot. Like, I'm really scared. I do not know where we would go from here. I do not know what we would do from here. I do not know, and that thing is really scary. So that's how I am. So tell me, how are you? How are you feeling mentally? Do you think you need to talk to someone? If you do, I really suggest and recommend that you do talk to somebody. It might not necessarily be a therapist. It might not be someone in the medical field, but yeah, you shall need to talk to somebody if you think you do need to talk to somebody. Why? Because seeing all those pictures and videos on social media, like on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere, it can take a toll on somebody. I purposely did not, that was on Wednesday, I purposely did not go on social media. I left my phone. I was just doing some other things like editing pictures and doing all other stuff while I hear people talk about what's happening. But I did not go on social media. I didn't check anything. I think from morning till about evening. And then when I went on social media, I did not go through my status on WhatsApp. Now let's talk about WhatsApp. I did not go through my status on WhatsApp, because I think WhatsApp needs to give us a feature that would help in blurring out some graphic images. What do you guys think? I think that's something they need to look into, because you do not have the control of checking, of knowing what someone has on their status until you click it. And then when you click it, you see blood everywhere. Like, I can't handle that. I can't deal. So I didn't even check anybody's status. when I came back online, which I think helped me. So if you think you need to go off social media to regain your mental state and to regain yourself, like, by all means, there's no rush. All of us went through a lot of stuff this period. We all went through something that not everybody can handle. It's really sad, but then take your time, do what you have to do to get yourself back. It's very important. Now who they are alive, now they go protest. Now who they are alive, now go make Nigeria better. Do you understand? So let us check ourselves. Let us know how we feel. Let us, God, this is a whole lot. To think that this auntie cut my hair while she was trimming. Hey, Jesus, so we go looking. She cut my hair while she was trimming it in 2 places. Well, let's move on. So the next thing we'll be talking about is the protests generally. How do you feel? What do you think we could have done differently? What do you think we did that made the government act the way they did? Personally, it was a peaceful protest. It was a peaceful protest. So I honestly do not know why. I'm going to be using my hands anyway to lose my hair, because I prefer this. I think it's faster when I use my fingers to loosen my hair. Okay, so I think the whole protest generally from the get-go was really peaceful, and for 2 weeks it was peaceful. So I don't even know what happened or where we went wrong, that the government came in and then did what they did, acted the way they did. I do not know. I'm still trying to go back to, when it started. This whole thing started in middle of October, yeah? This whole thing started middle of October. So I don't know where we went wrong, what we did that was wrong, that made the government to act the way they did. Without even speaking, they didn't even say anything. This is something we've been talking about, this hashtag, this particular unit of the police force. This is something we've been talking about for 4 years in Nigeria. Every year they say they disband. But then SARS operatives are still doing what they do, what they know how to do best: harass, extort, assault, do all kind of criminal stuff that the police is not supposed to do. They do it to us. Why? Because I look good, you arrest me. Waiting be your verse. Why are you angry? If you're tired of being under the police, why not resign? It's not so hard. It's not so hard. And what I think, something I always said was, waiting cause quarrel. We just asked for one thing. Just one thing. End SARS, Otonye. End SARS, that was it. And Nigeria, no agree end SARS. Government, no agree end SARS. I don't know how this whole thing flipped over and this whole thing turned and became something else. My voice loud. So first of all, I want to commend the whole Nigerian youth. I have never been prouder, if there's a word, permit it. I have never been prouder. Okay, I've never been more proud to be associated with a group of people known as the Nigerian youth. The Nigerian youth is an embodiment of strength, courage, boldness. We don't take shits. We don't even joke. We don't want nonsense. We have been condoning this thing for a while, and when they do person something, it gets to a point. There's so much a whole lot of people can take. There is so much, and I think we got to that point, which was what led to these protests. I think we got to that point. And then it started, and eventually some government officials came and started saying, who is your leader? Who is your leader? Bao. We are like the elements of fire. Yeah. We are like the elements of what's it called? Elements of what? Fire, earth, wind, and water. Fire get leader. If fire wants to burn, it burns. It burns. It does not wait for a leader to say this is. No. It doesn't. So we are like those elements. Water just flows. wind, air just passes, it just goes. So you get, we do not have a leader. So I wonder why you are looking for a leader. I'm really proud. I'm really proud. Like, I'm proud of my generation. Like, we stood up for something. In as much as it hasn't gone the way we want, but then it is not finished. What we just need to do is get another strategy. So now I was reading somewhere yesterday on Twitter when somebody said, okay, Jos, people in Jos, they said they were going to do a protest today. Today is Sunday actually. They said they were going to do a protest today. So I was reading it yesterday, which was Saturday. I don't know when this video is going to go up. So they said they were going to do a protest, but then it's not a protest. And what they were going to do is they were going to go in batches of 5, and then they'll do more like a house-to-house sensitization, talking to people about why we went out in the first place, why we need to end this thing. Personally, I say the NSAS is a mother. NSAS was going to give birth to a lot of children. We cannot let those children be stillborns. We cannot let those children be aborted. We cannot do that. Once we do that, it don't finish for us. We cannot. So let's just chill, re-strategize, sit at home. Like, they've given most of the states in Nigeria curfew now. We're under curfew. Re-strategize. Think about how to go forward. Think about what to do next. I like that idea that just people came up with the going door to door with flyers. That's a good strategy. So if we in other states can adopt that, it would make a whole lot of sense. Except someone else, or we come up with something else that we can do while we still do this sensitization, because sensitization is very important in whatever we're going to do next. We need to sensitize people, especially those hoodlums, those thugs that are at the beck and call of the leaders. We need to talk to them. They cannot come and give you 500 naira and then tell you to go and scatter one place and you go and scatter it. Why? For 500 naira? 500 naira go you should chop food. It's very sad. Honestly, when I think about this thing, I really think about is where we go from here. Where do you think we go from here? Personally, I feel if we do not end SARS, what those people are going to do to people's children on the road, those people are terrible. They are terrible. They are terrible. What even bothers me the most is you don't know who they are, because they are never on uniform. They are always on mufti. We need to end this thing. They need to end this thing, because it go bad for all of us. It go bad for all of us. They said they disbanded SARS, but then in some places in Nigeria, I still hear that SARS officials are still operating, still extorting, still assaulting, still harassing people's children. Why is that? Why would they like to do audio? Why would they like to do audio things for this country? Why is our yes not yes? Why is our no not no? Why would they like to sit down for fence? Why are we always sitting on a fence? What is wrong with our leaders? People were like, okay, a whole lot of people like, I wonder how insensitive people can be. Well, I don't know. In my opinion, I feel we shouldn't make people feel guilty for still doing business. Yeah, but looking at it in another way, it shows that you are insensitive, like you're not sensitive at all to what is happening in the country, especially after what happened at Lekki Toll Gate. Especially after that, how can you now come out and still be able to put up your product? Somebody put up makeup class, WhatsApp makeup class. somebody put up WhatsApp makeup class. Like, how insensitive can you be during this time? The funniest thing is, who do you think is going to pay for that class? Number one, how I feel you're hurting your brand, you are hurting your business, and a lot of people will see you in another light. If you're not for the protest, if you're not for the hashtag #EndSARS, it's fine, no problem. If you are for it, great. But then, do not think that these things are not happening. Do not think that we just, how many we be? How can all of us come out at once and say one line? All of us. Think about it. So I feel a lot of people were really insensitive to this thing. I don't know, maybe because it never affects them, or it hasn't affected their brother, sister, mother, father. SARS no know anybody, man or woman. SARS carries everybody. They pick people up. This whole thing is just too big for me to start talking about. Like, it's a whole lot. And talking about it is making me really sad. Like, I thought I had gone past. Can anyone go past this? And then what happened in Lekki happened. How did that happen? I'm still here thinking, who gave that order to kill innocent souls? On top of, say, they were even singing the national anthem. They were waving flags, sitting on the ground, and then you open fire, live ammunition on peaceful protesters. The Nigerian army. Man, I don't want to be among the people that say they've given up on this country, because I haven't. I haven't given up on this country. Like, this country she is a great nation. She will be a great nation. She has to be. So I do not want to say that I've given up on her. I have not. I haven't given up on her. I haven't given up on her at all. I haven't given up on her. Like, I'm smiling because I know this is something we would win. God's willing. God being with us. God be with us. We are going to win this fight. No matter what. Guys, but let me just say this. Go and get your PVC. 2023, it go hot. I have my PVC, but it's for I can only use it in Kaduna. I can't use it in Lagos. So immediately I hear INEC has opened up the office, I'm going there to go and get my Lagos PVC. I also wonder why we can't use one PVC in different places in Nigeria. We don't. Something else that came up was cleaning up Lagos after the protest. Let me tell you how I feel about that. What are you cleaning Lagos up for? This cleanup was supposed to happen yesterday. What are you cleaning Lagos up for? Allow Lagos to clean herself. We already have people for that. We already have an agency that their sole job is to clean Lagos, make Lagos clean. That is it. So who send you? Who send us to come and go and clean? Why are you even cleaning? What are you cleaning? They just killed some of us. And then you want to come and clean Lagos when their blood is still on the floor. You want to clean Lagos. They cleaned us up. Like, they cleaned us up. So what are you cleaning Lagos up for? And actually, that wasn't even we didn't do that. The peaceful protesters didn't do that. It was hoodlums, thieves, thugs that did that. Speaking about that, why are they actually destroying properties? Because it's sad. I don't want to believe that it was the protesters that did that. No, I don't even believe that. I do not even believe that. I do not believe that. The protesters cannot come and start looting destroying stuff, destroying properties, I feel those were hoodlums. I feel that particular crime was premeditated. Yeah, it's terrible, guys. It's terrible. The things that have been happening, the bad governance, the bad leadership, the non-accountability, the injustice Nigeria has and SARS. We have a whole lot of work to do. And then I saw somewhere that Nigerian youths, you guys are on point. I see people donating stuff for people's businesses that were looted. I see people doing stuff for other man. The accountability, feminist code. Wow, those group of women are another story for another day. Like, I'm proud to be a woman, and I am proud to be a Nigerian youth. Like, did you guys see the accountability that those women came up with? Every day throughout the 2 weeks that we protested, every day they tell us how much was disbursed, they tell us the total amount, they give it down to the barest minimum. Guys, I don't know if that is not accountability. I do not know what accountability is for you. I saw a different side to the lazy Nigerian youth. I saw a different side. This is something in fact, they're not believers. They didn't think it was, we were going to be this. They didn't think we were going to get to this point. They didn't think about it, as in they underestimated us. And that's why I feel they finally used this curfew to stop, because that's the only, I guess, that's the power they have. Curfew. That was why they put us on 24 hours curfew, on so and so amount of hours curfew. I feel that was why they did that, because that's the only thing they can do. Because if they don't do that, a lot of people would have still come out, and I don't think we'll be talking about what we're talking about now if they didn't give that. So in a way, the curfew was good. You know, there's always two sides to something. Following the incident that happened on Tuesday, following that incident, I think it was good. But then even on that Tuesday, they don't even give that curfew now. They had given that. The government is just confused. And then Buhari came out and gave that speech he gave, that scripted speech that was edited. Why can't Buhari is just a story for another day. It's just a story for another day. That man. Must you have a script for what to say to your citizens? Do you need a script? Like, following what happened, everything is just in your head. You could have said that you were going to investigate, or you were going to put the right people to investigate what happened in toll gates. You could have said you were going to compensate the families, or it's going to be small, blah 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 blah. There are a whole lot of things that man could have said, but he didn't say any of those. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the broadcast, but I saw video clips. Any other person feel he threatened us? I feel he threatened us. Why? Oh, my hair is breaking. Please, who knows what I can use for my hair to stop the breakage, please? This hair is breaking too much, and I don't know why. So please, if you have any products you could recommend for my hair to stop the breakage, please do not hold back. Let me know. So what I do is, if I lose one, I will detangle it, because my hair is due and I want it to be very easy when I'm combing it. So I have to detangle now. If not, I don't think I'll be able to comb my hair when I want to. I guess the question now on everybody's mind is, where do we go from here? When is it okay for us to go about our daily businesses? Will it ever be okay? Like, are we just going to forget about what happened to our fallen heroes? Like, what are we going to do? When is it okay to start putting out content? Because I personally am having a whole lot of back and forth with myself. When will it be okay to like put out content? When is the right time? Will there ever be a right time? Are we going to heal from this? What goes from here? You know, we have a whole lot of answering to give to ourselves. We have a whole lot of things to ask ourselves, like, when do you get? So I don't know. What I would say is, like I've said earlier, everything I say here is my opinion. You don't have to agree to it. You don't have to be in sync with me. It's just my opinion. If you need to relax, if you need to put off your phone, if you need to take a long break to get yourself to come back to what you know how to do best, to come back to doing what you love, guys, by all means do that, because there's nothing as important as your mental health. Your mental health is paramount at this point. All of us are hurting. All of us are in this together. If you have to talk to somebody, please do. Okay? If you need to, if you want to, anything just to get through these times, please do it. Okay? Do it. There's nobody, you don't have nobody, you don't have to explain to anybody. Like, don't give anybody that luxury of them telling you what and how you should feel. No, people grieve differently. If you think putting out content will make you grieve less, by all means put out content. You get? So everybody is different. We all must not be the same. So do you, okay? And I assure you that we are all going to get through this thing. I cannot believe that this is the last hair. Oh my god. Like, I feel relieved. So let me just go comb my hair and oh my god, you can't pass. I'm going to be doing this off camera, so I'll be back. This hair so dirty. Thank you so much for keeping me company while I lose my hair and talk about our problems. Like, thank you so much. You guys helped a lot. So I appreciate you. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next one.